welcome to another edition of the Poet series. I'm your host, Henry McLean, and we're just going to dive right into it. Alright, and as you know, if you were paying attention in the beginning, the topic today is Curse of the Culture 2, and I'm just going to give a little bit of insight and then I'm going to get out your way. So, on Curse of the Culture 2, I basically build on the foundation I laid in the first poem. If you didn't read the first poem, you got to read it because I'm not going to read it in this one and I'm not reading the second one. So I wanted to just challenge the mindset of the culture because it bothered me, because a lot of what I've heard a lot of young people say and what they believe, it really disturbs me. For example, I talk about twerking. I'm like, females, you don't have to twerk to earn a guy's attention. Like, if you have to twerk just to earn attention from a guy, then that should show you that his motives for pursuing you are in the wrong place anyway. So, and then after that line, I say that God says, cover up. You don't have to do that. I already know your worth. Because your worth is not defined by a guy that likes you, or it's not defined by how big your butt is or how big your breasts are. And so, on the flip side of that, males, I'm coming for you too, not just the females. Got to keep it equal. I talk about how men call females, the B word, and how we treat them wrong. And God has something to say on that. He's like, hold up, that's my treasure. You can't do that to my treasure. A female is God's heart. And so, in the poem, I talk about that, and then on some other topics that I include was just hope. I'm like, the curse of the culture is real. If you turn on the radio right now, I guarantee you 3 of the top 5 songs probably about one of these 3 things: sex, drugs, or money. But at the end of the day, we people. And I think the culture, in a sense, sort of tends to forget that we're people. And when I say culture, I'm not including everybody, because of course you got your Kendricks, the J. Cole's. Okay, that's cool, but I'm just using it as a general. And so at the end, I give hope. I'm like, the culture's way of doing stuff is not the only way. It's an alternative route. It's not an easy route, but it's an alternative, and it can only be found in Jesus. It can only be found when your eyes are changed. The curse of the culture is sin, and they are injecting us with it. We hear it, we see it, we speak it, but that's not what God called us to be. The culture trying to kill the gift inside of you, but God just trying to bring it to life. So that will conclude this video, Curse of the Culture 2. If you didn't read the first one, please get the book and read it. And my next video will be about my poem Cold Heart. I'm telling you, it's a good one. I'm going to be going through a couple other things, speaking my mind, and you do not want to miss that one. If you need the subscription, the links to buy the book is in the description, and just leave a comment if you want, like it, thumbs down it if you want. I promise I won't be mad. But that will conclude it. So y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all on the next Poet series.